What's up guys, just doing a quick Carboot haul. It's sort of like stuff to sell, stuff to keep for the collection. I do quite a lot of eBay stuff, so you know, there's so much stuff out of the car boots that isn't gaming related to pick up. There's so much stuff that I do get to sell, and it can fund the collection. I collect a lot of records as well, as you can see. Loads of records, hi-fi gear. Yeah, it's quick to go through all this stuff. It's some amazing stuff. Well, there's one amazing thing, and some cool stuff. So this was at about 9 o'clock at a car boot. It started at 8, and I go to a couple of others before. And this guy had some random games, and these were, so God knows what he had before, you know. And these were £1 each. I ended up getting a bit of a deal, but it was Tomb Raider, CTR, but it's got Spyro in it, which is no problem. Leave that one. Star Wars Masters, which I haven't got, so I'll keep that one. Another Tomb Raider, another Tomb Raider, another Tomb Raider. I got some replacement cases the other day. They're not actually from PS1 games, they're from some other that I'll show. If I remember, I'll show you. But those Tomb Raider ones, it's easy, I don't know, 20 quid for the full set, so that was great. And then this one, which is a bit of a, I haven't seen it before. Worms and Hogs of War. Case is broken, damn it. I think that must have been me at some point. But yeah, I hadn't seen that, and it's a 20 quid game, like the combo one. So yeah, that's cool. Very good condition. So that was worth it for that. And he also had this stuff. So it looked like N64 on the table, and bearing in mind this is at 9 o'clock, and he said, because I didn't pay much attention to it at first, because normally when you see like stuff like games and box games and things on the table, you think, oh, the guy's going to be asking stupid prices. And he said, I want 50 quid for it. I was like, okay, it wasn't too bad. And then he said, but someone offered me 30, but I said no. So I said, okay, would you take 40? And he said, yeah, sure. So I paid 40 quid. May not be as good as I thought, but anyway. So this box is shagged, but Banjo-Kazooie, yeah, cartridge is alright, no manual. Randomly enough, another one. Just the game in the box, but the box is in much better condition, so yep. And Mario 64. That's got, oops, one nice shoe. Yeah, and it's got a manual, but it's a bit shagged, but it's okay. Okay, what else we got? Okay, and there were some loose games as well. So bearing in mind it's 40 quid. So, sorry about that. GoldenEye, Mission Impossible, Donkey Kong 64, and Majora's Mask. So that's great. And then an OK controller, 2 power supplies, which is great because I needed a spare one, you know. And these are like, well, these used to be about 15 quid. I don't know how much they are now. They used to be about 15 quid on eBay. So You know, it's always good to have a spare one. And then the console with, I think it's an aftermarket expansion, I assume. I may be wrong. So I thought, because when I first saw that, I thought, oh, well, that's 20 quid. But yeah, I didn't really pay. I just sort of, when I'm at the boot sale, I just go in, pay, get out, move on, go to the next stall, just do it that way. Just, you know, I've never been the earliest at the car boots, but I'm not scared to pay. Whereas, you know, when I was picking this up, I'd already put it in my bag and paid. Some guy walked past who I know, he does a lot of records, but he also knows about games and stuff. And he's like, oh, said to his friend, I don't know whether he was saying it because he knows that I go for games as well. Oh, there was an N64 bundle here earlier on. And so obviously people have seen it, but they're scared to pay 40 quid for this. I think that's great. You know, that's at 20, 25, you know, 10, 10. And you know, these I could trade all this in. You know, okay, the machine's a bit screwed. Potentially, I'm going to open it. Maybe it's just these little bits here that have been, you know, might have been dropped. It might still work. So even if I can just get 20 quid for it, just take all the crap out of it. Yeah, people are scared to pay prices for things. But anyway, so that was decent. I'll have to get rid of that. Okay, next I paid, how much did I pay? 50. So I paid 75 quid for all of this. And so first thing I bought was there was a nice PSP which he wanted 35 quid for. It's in good nick. I've got to get it out. Cares about that, and then he had random games as well. There's some decent ones. So these 3 games came with the console: Tenchu, Shadow Assassins, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Tekken. So you know, that came with that. And this was a boot sale that starts at 6, and I didn't buy this until 7:30. I get there about 6:30, and I didn't buy these till about 7:30. And it's just people being put off by prices, and also people missing out on something which is amazing, which I'll show you in a bit. So PSP, with the charger, and then yeah, so we had some games, and I just look to, like a lot of people do, take stuff to CEX, or I sell stuff on Amazon as well. So that's not too great. That's not very good. Deadpool's a good seller. I can either trade it in, or it's probably about 20 quid on Amazon. This is okay to trade in. I think it's about 6 quid to trade in, or it's about 20 quid on Amazon. And the same with this. I think it's about 6 quid trade in, or it's about 20 quid on Amazon. So I got those as well. And he also had some Wii games, and I don't want to give anything away just right now. Let me rearrange. Okay, so all the Wii games are 2 quid. He had this, and I was like, oh okay, so I picked that up. And then when I get home, this is me being in a rush and just rushing around stuff, and I opened it up and it's got one game in there. Oh, fantastic. And then he had Twilight Princess, which is fine for £2. Very, very good condition. Everything's in there. No big deal though, that's good. And this, so bearing in mind he'd probably been set up for an hour, and I couldn't believe to see Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn just sitting there. And then when I'd seen that this had the wrong one in when I got home, and then I had to double check and try and think in my head with, oh god, I hope it's got the right one in there, but it does, and it's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's so yeah, I can't believe it was just sitting there. I think a lot of people who go looking for games, they don't really know. They're just going for, Mario and Pokemon, and they have their prices in the head that they think they should pay. But that's probably £60 if I was to sell it. Probably more on Amazon. Probably more, but I wouldn't risk sending something like this up to Amazon just to have someone say that it arrived with no disc and then send it back. So yeah, fantastic. Best of the day, that one. So I paid I think I paid £50 for that lot, which I knew that was good, but I didn't know how good it was. And then I walked away, and he said, "Oh, I've got a DS as well." Because I saw this bag on the floor, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. But it just shows, have to be, have to look at things better. And yeah, it was just a DS, which I'm not going to be able to open up. Just a DS. And he said it's got a couple of Pokemon games. I was like, okay, great. So I might have lost out a bit on this, but nothing, So it's got Pokemon Pearl in there. It's got Emerald, little poster. Oh, Pokemon XD actually for GameCube. That's pretty cool. I've got that upstairs somewhere. Diamond and Pearl, Emerald. So I don't know whether he had other games and he either didn't bring them or they disappeared, someone else bought them. But there was a few games in there, and oh yeah, this does make it worth it actually. There was a Pokewalker in there as well, so that's that's got to be worth £20 on its own. So, and I'll sell the DS on Amazon. So charges in there, had some Tiger Woods games, and then there was 3 Pokemon games. But okay, so this one's definitely good. I haven't checked the battery, save battery actually. This one's definitely good. That one's definitely good. But then these two, I didn't even notice until I got back. They are I think they're copies. I think they're fakes. So see, I'm sure that I've seen some fakes and they don't have the Nintendo in there on that part there, and both of these do. So you can see that there. But then I was watching the video, and obviously the American ones look like this, but you can see that the stickers, there's gaps all the way around, and also not going to be able, the G's a bit. Yeah, it's just, the font is wrong, and also with the E, on official American ones, like here, this is what the E is facing up to the top corner. With the official ones, the actual box is a bit bigger, and the E is sort of slanted slightly towards the middle. So yeah, these are definitely fakes. I don't know if I'll be able to take them to CX. I don't know what the deal is, whether they've clocked on or whether they'll take them. I'm not sure. So yeah, that was that. But that was all right. I'd say the Poke Walker makes it definitely worthwhile for that little lot. But yeah, no, it's cool. I was surprised to see some cool stuff. As I say, I'm not scared to pay prices for stuff. So that's all that. But then I do pick up stuff which isn't, and this is only going to be a couple of things. I do pick up stuff which isn't gaming related. So for instance, like this camera was there. It's this Samsung NX5, but it's the lens wasn't there. The lens is actually in here, but it's broken. Which doesn't really matter, because a lot of the times people who buy these cameras will they will put a new lens on themselves anyway. And looking on CEX actually take body only cameras in. So I'm going to take this. I think though I'm going to have to get a charge cable for it, because there wasn't one in there. But if it had the charge cable, I think that they give about 35 quid trade-in for this. You know, so it's worth looking out for. So I paid 7 quid for this. I'm going to have to spend a couple of quid on a charge cable, so potentially I could get £35 trade-in for like a tenner spend, which isn't bad. So, or sell it on eBay, but I'd rather trade it in, to be honest. So there's that. And then some other random stuff. I bought these before. 2 seconds. There we go. I bought some of these before. These are Alpine Star boots, and I bought a pair, and they were absolutely shagged out before. They had a hole in them, like down here, all of the bottoms where the guy had been dragging his foot on his motorbike. They were all knackered, but these are like brand new. These are like brand new, amazing condition. And if you were to buy these brand new, I think they cost over £150 in the shops. So these are an excellent size. I think these are 9.5, because it says 10.5 US, so they'd be 9.5 UK. I paid £15 for these, and on eBay I think I can easily get 95 to £100 for them. So, you know, 15 quid, I'll end up with, you know, £75 profit. Fantastic, easy to post, awesome. So that was great. I was well chuffed with those. And then my last find, this wasn't, all this other stuff was a boot sale. I found Hero Quest. It's only the second one I've ever found. I've only found one of these, but this was at a local charity shop, and this was on I think it was on Thursday. But so many charity shops I go to, they're regular. I'll get regular stuff in there. It's great. And then some I go to, and they're always really crap. You know, I might get a couple of things, and this was one of those which wasn't very good usually. So I went in, excuse me, and I always ask, have you got any DVDs or games out the back? You know, I send like a couple. I do like bags full of stuff to take down to CX. Sort of learn which DVDs are worth picking up. So I take so much stuff to CEX to trade in, and so I'm always asking for box sets, DVDs, and I'll go through and just sort of learning, and I know what most of the time which stuff is good to take to CEX for trading. But Excuse me. Oh, fuck. So she bought out loads of DVDs, and I bought a load of DVDs, box sets, and which were a great price. And then on the shelf at the back of the store in their stock room, I could see this, and also there was a Prisoner of War game, which I can't bloody remember. Escape from Colditz, I think. I think it's a 70s version, and there was another Blockbuster, the old Blockbuster game, which I maybe should have picked up because I think they're bringing that back onto TV soon, that Bob Holness thing. But anyway, this was £2, and it's the nicest one I've ever seen. It's got one split there, but apart from that, it's amazing. It's in fantastic condition, absolutely fantastic condition. It's a bit messy now but everything is there. Everything is there. Actually, with the exception of one little bit of cardboard, but I went through it all. All of the cards are there. I might have to get replacement dice. Yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'm probably going to bag all these bits up and sell it there that way. But yeah, this is fantastic. It's like, wow. I'm going to put a really high price on this, and if it doesn't sell straight away, I don't really care. I'll leave it on my shelf, and yeah, but I don't know, that could be 150 quid, maybe. If it doesn't sell straight, you know, I can just leave it on there, and if it goes close to Christmas, then great. But yeah, so that's it. It was quite, quite good. You know, you don't always have to be the first at the car boot. Obviously, it does help, and you can get some good stuff. But there's always things, there's things which stay around, because like with the boots that I bought, they were 15 quid. If they were like a fiver, they probably would have gone. But people are scared to pay money for stuff. So, don't be scared to pick your hand in your pocket. So, anyway, I might try and do a couple of Carboot updates, stuff that I buy that won't just be gaming, or records and stuff. I bought a bunch of records as well, but I don't know, maybe in the next video. But anyway, take it easy, and good luck finding loads of amazing stuff at the car boots.